구독, 좋아요,
알림 설정. Hello everyone, my name is Gagas and I'm from Indonesia. I am currently a 4th-year student in Korea University and I am the 2023 Salam Ambassador.
My name is Amira. I'm from Malaysia. I'm currently in my 2nd semester for my master's degree in Korea University and I'm in 2023 Salam Ambassador. People in Korea doesn't really care much what you do. Like if you are like going through the street and then just singing, nobody will like give you side eye kind of thing. But at the same time, because I'm wearing hijab, like somehow they didn't really stare at me strangely because like they are just used to having foreigner coming, especially to Seoul. And then I like the pali-pali munhwa in Korean.
Like?
Yeah. Like I like it when I receive it, but I don't like it when I have to do it.
I think, you know, people in Korea doesn't really ask about what your religion, right? So that's very nice once we have a friend, a close friend. Once they ask my religion and I say, Muslim, I'm a Muslim. So I have that chance to explain what Islam is. So it's very fun to have that cultural exchange to the other country. But sometimes we also debate. No, it's not right. It's
Yeah.
but that's also fun.
Like I have few Korean friends, which is older than me. Every time I go out with him, he is always the one who treats me. And every time I was like, oh, let me pay this time because like in our culture, like I pay for like say I pay for the meal, the next time you pay for the drinks. But then like we eat a meal together and then after that we go to cafe and then when I say, oh, let me pay for the drink, and he said, no, I'm Uppa, let me pay for it. Like they really care about like who's older or who's younger. And then every time we meet, they will like if we first meet a person, they will ask like, oh, 몇 년생이세요? Like
yeah, like
the
age
most
is very
the
important.
most intro like after 안녕하세요, it's like 몇 년생이세요?
I think they don't ask religion, but they ask age.
Yeah.
How old are you?
For my language, we don't have 존댓말 or 반말. Like even if we have it, like it's not really 존댓말 or 반말. It's more like
how you speak formal in
informal occasion.
Formal occasion.
Not in like somebody older.
No, when you eat, people here always share food.
Yeah.
In my country, they just like, you order this, you eat this.
Yeah.
Whenever I meet new Korean friend, they always like, 같이 나도 먹자. Right? But they've never like, this is my food and this is your food.
Yeah.
They always like, let's put in the middle, let's put in the center, let's eat
like,
together.
뭐 시킬까? And I'm like, oh, you can eat whatever you want, I will eat. But then they're like,
They're
no,
like,
no.
어차피 나도서 먹을 거잖아. No. But then that's fun. You know, you can taste everything.
Yeah.
Like in my country, you cannot. Once you order this, you only can eat this.
Yeah, unless you are really close with
Yeah.
that friend, you're like, can I taste a bit? Lotte has the prayer room. 4X has a prayer room. And
Our uni has prayer room.
our
Only
uni
one?
our uni has prayer room.
If we're talking about prayer room, I think most of the shopping mall, like the big shopping mall, they have prayer room. Also in some uni, like famous uni, because our uni have one
Prayer room.
but only in the engineering campus, only on the science campus.
So sometimes I need to just be in my lab. So I did ask the office like, can I just come and pray in the 휴게실, 여자 휴게실, because we have like a sleeping room for women in my building. So they're like, oh yeah, how long is gonna take? I'm like, oh, just 5 minutes, 10 minutes.
But then you sleep.
And then they're like, oh, 그렇게 해도 돼요. Like they're really open to it. Like they don't really like, oh, you cannot spray here, you cannot do it here, things like that.
What I've done in Seoul, like maybe in Korea in general, is fasting. Fasting in Korea is like another level. I came here like on 2019, right? So it was, the Ramadan period was on summer. So I fast for like almost 17 hours.
Oh my god.
You know, I woke up at like 3
3.
and then I break my fast at 9 p.m. It was so horrible. What funny is sometimes Korean doesn't know what fasting is.
Yeah, and they ask.
And then they ask.
And then the question, not even water? And then sometimes we look, because we didn't drink water, so we look very
Very dull, you know?
Very dull, very unhydrated, very dehydrated. So sometimes they ask, "Are you sick?" I'm like, no, I'm okay. Like it's pretty normal for me to look like this. Sometimes I purposely need to wear some makeup because I don't want them to think that I'm gonna faint. But actually, I'm really fine. I'm really okay because I've been fasting. Like for us, we've been fasting since we are like 7 years old.
Yeah.
They will ask me every 1 hour, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" And then they're like, "Just drink water. Nobody will know. I will not tell anyone."
My
I'm
God
like,
will know.
like, no, my God will know. I even make PPT for them.
Really?
They're like, "I want to know more." I'm like, "Wait, let me do PPT like this," because they sometimes they didn't get the why is it becoming earlier every month.
Yeah.
So they're
Sometimes
like, "Wasn't it 9? Why is 7 now?" So they're like,
No,
okay.
it's based on the sun, you
It's
know.
the sun. You need to see the sun. And then when I show their prayer app, like, how do you know when the sun is down? I'm like, "Oh, we have the app for that." They're like, "Oh, app to Seoul." They're like, "Really? Wow."
Ramadan, back in my country, we have this 2 weeks of holiday, so we don't go to school.
Oh, really?
When Ramadan, yeah, only half of the Ramadan we go to school, and then half of it just the holiday. Here, oh my God, I had an exam on Ramadan.
Sometimes I want to apply for holiday for the Eid itself. And then I say to my professor, like, "Can I apply holiday?" And then the professor asked me when. I'm like, "Oh, that's the thing. I'm not sure when to." And then he's like,
Yeah.
"Why?" "Because we need to see the moon." And then he's like, "Why the moon?" I'm like, I was waiting for the subway in the bench. And then there's one, I think Azuma, she passed by me. And then like for me, I wear hijab, so it's really obvious that I'm not from here. So she just passed by me because her 목적지 is there. But then because she want to take a second look at me, she's like, and I'm like, "Hi," kind of. She's like pretending to walk again. But then I think she went like 3 times, and I'm like, it's so obvious. If you want to see me, just
Just
say,
take a picture of me.
just take picture like 안녕하세요.
That, you know, we have, from I think in my country, we have a culture to say hello whenever you meet people, even the people you've never met before. Like, hi, or like, but then so I applied that culture here, like the very first month coming Korea. So I always say 안녕하세요 to everyone, even to the elderly. Like, 안녕하세요, 안녕하세요. Most of the response of the people here, sometimes they will just like, 한국어 잘하시네, 한국어 잘하시네, that one. Or there's always one Korean, they're always like, oh, do you believe in God? Do you believe in this? They're like, oh, do you want to come to our church?
Isn't that cult?
Yeah, that's the cult thing. Be careful, whenever you go out from the subway, there's always one Korean bring the flyer and the brochure, and then I was like, do you believe in God? And they will ask.
But sisters, you are safe. If you wear hijab,
If you wear
they
hijab,
won't
they will
approach
ask you.
This girl is impossible. Because like they know Muslim belief are like really strong as well, so they're like, don't even try. I'll not waste my time on her. Let me just go to another person. I went somewhere and then I saw a couple trying hard to take photo of them together. And then I want to say, should I take a photo of you together? I was like, I just come there like I think 2 months. But then I said, 같이 찍을까요? And then they're like, and then only like after 1 month I realized, I said it wrong. I should have said 찍어드릴까요? Like, should I take the photo for you? But then I said, can I take the photo together? Because 같이 is like together. So I was like, do you want to take photo together, the two of you?
Yeah.
Except for me, not me. I think the most common one among Malaysian is Myeongdong or Hongdae.
Yeah.
Or what's another one? Dongdaemun for souvenirs.
Yeah.
But then for me, I prefer Songshin Yodea more, or like the any area university except Hongdae, because like it's really Hongdae is already like so famous. It's like a tourist spot. So the price there is kind of touristy price. But like for Songshin Yodea, it's much cheaper. You can get the same clothes for much cheaper price.
I think Myeongdong, I think it's the best place to shopping for like visitors, people that are coming from outside, because sometimes they speak English, the stuff.
Yeah.
Also, sometimes they also tell you if this meat is halal or not. Because I think they have a lot of option in Myeongdong. Yeonnam-dong. Yeonnam-dong I think is the best place to because there's a lot of cafe there, and then there's a lot of activities to do there, and then I saw a lot of vegans cafe now in Yeonnam-dong. So maybe I think that's also an option for Muslim to get cafe experience in Korea.
Mangwon-dong.
Mangwon, yeah, it's
Mangwon-dong, they have like
the neighborhood that is also.
the neighborhood has a lot of cafe, but the most important thing for me is the hanggang, because like if you say hanggang, the most famous one is either Bampo or Tuksom.
Yeah,
but every weekend that place is so full of people. Like sometimes you can't even open your mat to picnic. But Mangwon is a bit, I think not many knows about it, but maybe they will know after this.
I think only Korean knows.
I like Mangwon because there's one Starbucks cafe. It's on top of the water, and then there's sunset there. You can view the sunset from there. So like you can just sit inside the cafe, and then like you just choose the window seat, and then you can view the sunset from inside.
I think a lot of Muslims like really afraid of going to the country that a minority of Muslims. Even my mom, like my parents, they're really afraid of coming to Korea because being a Muslim in Korea, you're a minority, and then there's not enough Muslim here. Sometimes they're really afraid to being here. But then I would say Korea is not really bad.
Yeah.
Compared to previous year, they also improved a lot. There's a lot of halal Muslim-friendly restaurant. There's a lot of vegan cafe, and there's a lot of prayer room now.
And now we have Salam Seoul and Salam Seoul Infra Instagram, so it is really helpful. Like the Salam Seoul Instagram itself, they share a lot more about the halal restaurant, halal certified restaurant, and we also have this thing like Salam restaurant, which is not necessarily halal certified, but it's pork free, or like it depends on the category. They already explained in the Instagram itself. You can go there and check it. Yeah,
there's like pork free or the halal meat.
There's Salam Seoul ambassadors like us, so you guys can ask us as well, and we can just choose on anything that you can go.
For me, new like experience, because I learned something new, and then I also giving something new to other people.
Like it's the same, like 궁금해 is more like people is always 궁금해 of what I'm doing, and then
you're also 궁금해.
I'm also 궁금해. Living here, they're like 궁금해. Where?
Why is that?
Why it's like this? Why the timing is like this? And then you're like, not 궁금해. And then I search and I read, and then I'm like, I'll go to them and I explain to them, but at the same time I also learn something from them. Follow Salam Seoul.
구독, 좋아요, 알림 설정.